Scorpio, this is Marishi, my channel Shalaka. I've already pulled out 5 cards to see what is the story which wanted to come through for this week. You're going to Alchemist in reverse as your first card, Prince of Swords. Second of the reading is a Tower card. We've got a Seven of Swords, and the last card is a Justice. Behind the deck is a Fool card in reverse. When I broke the deck, we've got a Hermit in reverse. Some of you Scorpions out there might be calculating something. Okay? Calculating an approach. All this planning which they're doing is under the wraps. It's like there is a sly energy about you. There is a sneaky energy about how you're dealing with things, how you're going about things, with things, with this situation. You want to be prepared. You really want to be prepared. You don't want others to know, or whoever you're going against, you don't want them to know what you're up to. You're playing it safe. You're very much secretive about what you're planning. It's very calculated how you want to move forward. Okay? Action-oriented reading. Because with the Knight of Swords up here, there is this movement, okay? There is this, fast-moving energy within your reading. But before that happens, before moving, you are planning it out slowly, very, very carefully. Because you cannot risk having any kind of loopholes in your planning. You cannot risk any kind of flaws in your plan. It has to be that foolproof. It has to be tight before you present it. Okay? And the impact which it's going to, bring about is going to be huge. Once you put it out there, once you're prepared, everything, okay? In the dark, you're doing everything, behind the scenes. Once you're prepared, you're going to put it out. But the impact which it's going to make is going to be really, really big. Scary big. The Tower in the center of your reading is going to blow things apart. It's going to bring things down. If this hasn't happened yet, you might be in the process of making that Tower moment come about. Some of you might be seeking justice with the help of the judiciary system, with the help of the court system. Some of you might be going for a divorce, and your partner has no clue that you were planning it. That's interesting. You're just going for the kill. You might have felt trapped for so long, not knowing what to do. That's why you like, this has to be done very secretively. This has to be done very carefully. Otherwise, I would never be able to get out of this. You're deciding to move on. Literally deciding to move on. And once you do that Tower moment, okay, you're just going to exit just so quickly that, you're just going to disappear like that fast. People would only see the dust. Something just went, that kind of, that is your planning. I don't want to discuss or anything. No. I'm done. That kind of energy. Very, very, being very strategic. will go to any extent to get what they want. Get the justice what they want, is what they want. That's interesting. With the Fool card in reverse, I spoke about being calculative, about how you want to move forward. Okay, 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. You're not looking back at what you had. Okay, not looking back. You're not willing to look back into what you had. Knight of Cups and the Emperor. Because the person whom you're dealing with could be the Emperor in reverse, could be a Taurus, could be an Aries person. But it feels like whatever they're offering to you is very much tinged. Okay, there is a shadow of being aggressive, not genuine. Does that make sense? You feel they're very arrogant. They're not fully committed. Yeah, with whatever you had, you weren't happy with that. You have assessed this whole thing which you had with this person. You're not happy with that. You're not waiting anymore. You're not going to cry over spilt anymore. You're going to look past it. Four of Pentacles and whatever you were holding on to had hurt you pretty badly. It has really hurt you. You were holding on to it for quite some time. It was literally brewing. That's why it's all coming out with a big bang. Yeah? Yeah. You have got the clarity. This is what I want. You're moving past. You're moving away from the past. You're not looking back anymore. Because you're done with your past. It's overwhelming you. Whatever has happened is overwhelming you. Even the concept about moving forward, moving away from your past is overwhelming, but yet it feels like you're trapped. Okay, you felt trapped for quite some time. Okay, you were losing your mind, not knowing what to do, but you felt pretty much lost, pretty much, stranded, deserted, with no support. You felt very cold, not having the support of the people. You didn't want to be there anymore. That's why you're deciding to move on with the Eight of Wands. Again, fast moving energy. Because this commitment which you had really did not offer you anything much with the Ace of Cups in reverse. There was nothing there anymore. You don't have to hold on to something which doesn't offer you anything in return. That is why you are ready to let go of this. You're not, you're just done carrying this burden. It's weighing you down. It's just weighing you down further and further. Now you're like, chuck it. Yeah? You're standing straight. You're throwing away whatever is weighing you down, whatever is not worth it. You're just done with that. And you're moving on. You're fighting. You're fighting this whole situation by yourself. You understand it's not worth it. You understand the burden which you're carrying, which you were carrying once upon a time, is not worth it. That's why you're like, not anymore. Yes, Queen of Pentacles is like, I'm not going to nurture this anymore. You might have put in so much time and effort in this situation, relationship, whatever it is. Now you're like, it's not, you're letting it slip away. It's all right for you. It's just all right for you. Three of Cups and the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. You might have come to a conclusion because there are other people who is involved in a story. Okay, this might be the reason why you are done. You have actually put a full stop to this situation because of others who's involved. I wouldn't just say third party, maybe, but there are other people who is the instigator for you to make this final decision. This is regards to a foundation, a family situation, a business situation, a work situation, whatever it is, which had a structure, it is not working anymore. Okay, it is not working anymore with this Prince of Pentacles in reverse. You have literally come to a full stop. You've come to a halt. You don't want to move ahead with this. It is stressing you out. It is literally stressing you out. You might have lost your sleep over this, but yet you're deciding in the future it is not working out. You don't see a long-term future with this situation. It's you don't have a control over this. Even if you try to keep it together, you don't have a control over the situation. Again, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's not going to work out. You would never have a control over the situation. You would never be able to make it right. Ace of Pentacles and you will keep juggling. If you keep holding on to this, you will be keeping on juggling with the same old story. There will be other people who is involved as well. Yeah. Two of Swords. That is why you have made the decision, because you're well aware of how things are. You made that judgment. You have made that verdict about your situation. That is why I showed you I broke the deck at the Hermit. Hermit is someone who assesses the whole situation. So you have looked at it from every angle possible and you have made that decision. This is how it's going to be. Should I or should I not? Finally, you have made the verdict. Things are never going to change from where it was before. So, just putting it out there. I think somebody is just going to make it clear, I'm done with you. There is a divorce papers, let's just sign it and be done. I'm moving out. That's the kind of, because the person is coming through as a very strong-willed, very determined, very straight up. This is what I want. I'm going to make this happen. Yes, they're done. Yes, this person is like, it's a lost cause with the Six of Wands in reverse. It's a lost cause. I'm walking away and I have no intention to come back. Four of Cups, because we are not liking how things are right now. Okay, Four of Wands again. Four of Cups, you're not liking it. Four of Wands in reverse, things have fallen apart already. There is no stability in the structure anymore. What are we trying to put up? We literally putting up a act. You don't have anything to offer to me. Why am I in a relationship with you? Doesn't make any sense, right? That is why this person is sneakily doing what they have to do to get that justice. It's literally going to shake up everything. The other person might have been thinking it's alright, this person wouldn't do anything about it, they will just keep quiet, blah blah blah. No, not anymore. They're in for a shock. I feel bad for them. I shouldn't, looking at what they were up to. Yeah. But it's literally going to shake them up. Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There was so much conflicts between these people. So much conflicts. Someone really thought there is still a chance for things to work out, and eventually things will turn around. They still thought there was a chance there, but the thing was, it was always unstable. There was never security there. Whatever they wanted, it was never there. No security, no stability, nothing. They always waited for things to turn around, but it didn't. It just didn't. Yes, Prince of Wands in reverse. It never happened. There is nothing there anymore. That's a sad part. No wonder this person is like, that's it. They have consoled themselves for quite some time saying, okay, things will turn around, things will get better. Okay? But even though they were very unhappy with how things are, they kept hanging in there. Never worked out. Now they're like very much determined to break the chains and walk away. And very much, they're not even ready to listen also. They're like, I don't want to listen, I'm just, that's why they're doing everything in the hide mode, yeah, like incognito. We don't want anybody to know what they're planning, what they're up to. Just coming out very harsh. Maybe they have to. They really have to. Hmm? Very fierce energy, very harsh energy. I don't want to listen to any more shit from you anymore, and that's it. I'm done with you, I'm moving out. Don't give me excuses. Get out from my life. That kind of a attitude. And I think they are right on their part. Because if they compromise again, they wouldn't have that strength to do this again. So that it's almost like once and for all, I gotta do this for myself, for my sake. I need to, get moving. Wheel card in reverse and the hangman in reverse and center of the reading. Yeah, you were stuck, okay, not knowing what to do. Your life was stuck. Your life was put on a pause. And you kept thinking what to do. Yeah, because the person whom you were dealing with is very negative. Okay, very selfish actually. This person had nothing to give to you. Okay, and yet you kept waiting for this person to turn around and make it work. But all it ended up was in this conflictual energy. Yeah, you really kept working on this, so kudos to that. You tried until you just had it. So nobody can blame you. Nobody really can blame you for this approach, because you really tried. Yeah, you tried to make it happen, make it work. But the other party thought, they were very immature. The way they're coming through is very immature. Some of you might be dealing with an air sign person. I did say a Gemini person earlier, but any air sign person as well. Okay, anyways, Eight of Pentacles, you try to make it work. I'm gonna stop here and try it. Yeah. You try to make it work, okay? But you were always unhappy. Even if you were trying to defend this whole thing, you were unhappy. And things just froze. Things just froze, and you realized that that's it. I cannot be blind to this anymore. Things are already dead. There is no way I can, restart this, make any changes to this. This is always going to be this way. That kind of clarity comes through. You were trying to ignore it for quite some time, trying to make it work because it was convenient to make it work, just trying to make it work rather than moving out. You did put up with this, okay? Trying to heal the situation. But it didn't have any potential. It didn't have the potential to go anywhere. You were very overwhelmed over the Queen of Cups in reverse, but now you are taking the approach of the Queen of Swords, who's not going to think with their heart. These two cards together, how much ever overwhelmed you are, how much ever hurt you are, you're not going to think with your heart anymore. Heart is here, yeah. You're not going to think with your heart, you're going to start thinking with your head. What is right for you? You're going to prioritize yourself first. You're going to be you're going to do the right thing for everybody around you, for yourself too. What else? Your feelings are not going to shadow your mind, at least not anymore. I like the way you are dealing with things, yeah? It's kind of sneaky, but I guess it's required. It's required. You should say a prayer for the guy who's, or the guy or the girl, whoever it is, who's going to have to deal with what you're going to serve them. You know, whatever that tower moment is. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. As long as the other person is not reading the comments as well, or watching my video. Anyway, this is Marisha. You're on my channel to look at. Until next week. Bye bye.